Hey there, I have a lightning fast tip today for everyone who creates videos and is completely tired of adding captions the slow, old-fashioned way. Captions are absolutely non-negotiable in today's digital space. They are essential for viewer retention. They help people who don't speak the language fluently or for anyone watching your content with the sound completely off. Plus, good captions just make your entire content offering much more accessible to everyone. But manually punching in all those captions after you finish recording? That editing step is a massive time sink. So, what I want to walk you through today is a fantastic little workflow that immediately saves you hours by generating those captions live while you are actively recording. And then, how to transform that initial speed boost into a complete powerful content machine using Vizard afterward. Okay, let's jump right into the quick trick first, which surprisingly involves Google Slides. Slides has this incredible built-in live caption feature that transcribes everything you say the moment you hit that present button. I know it sounds absolutely wild. Google Slides is probably the last tool you'd think of for this job, but it works shockingly well for real-time captioning if you set it up just right. The core concept is simple. You run slides running in presentation mode with captions turned on, hidden in the background. You then position those captions to appear exactly where you want them on your final screen. After that, you simply record your video footage as you normally would with your camera or screen recorder. The magic is that the captions appear on your screen in real time as you speak, meaning when you stop recording, you already have a master clip with the auto-generated captions already baked in. This completely eliminates that agonizing post-production step of manually adding and syncing captions later on. Let me take you through my exact setup step by step so you can replicate this immediately. First, open up a completely blank Google Slides deck in its own fresh browser tab and immediately hit the present button. Next, you need to find that captions button, which is usually on the bottom toolbar or hiding in the three-dot overflow menu to enable it. Now, just speak out loud for a second and watch as Slides miraculously transcribes your words live on the screen. It is certainly not going to be perfect punctuation-wise, but for casual videos, it is surprisingly, reliably accurate. The crucial trick here is managing visibility, so the captions show up in your recording without obscuring your face or any important visual elements. So I exit the full screen mode, resize the slides window significantly, and move it just off to the side or even behind my main camera feed. If you are screen recording your main action, place slides completely behind that primary content window. If you're filming yourself with an inset camera, just nudge that camera window so it doesn't overlap where the captions are destined to sit. Since the captions almost always default to the bottom third, make absolutely sure you leave that entire area clear. Once positioning is locked, I always reset the captions feature just to wipe out any strange lingering artifacts from before. That means turning the captions off and then immediately toggling them right back on again before you hit record. Then simply hit record on your primary video software and begin running through your entire script as you normally would. Google Slides will tirelessly continue transcribing everything you say, perfectly in sync with your spoken audio. When you finally stop that recording, you possess a single, complete video file that already contains integrated on-screen captions. This simple act saves you the immense headache of exporting a raw transcript, painstakingly aligning timestamps, and then burning those captions into the footage later in an editor. For the majority of your social clips or even early draft reviews, this method is honestly more than sufficient for a first pass. And of course, you can always revisit the footage to refine things slightly if you happen to need higher levels of accuracy later. I want to share a couple of setup nuances I learned through trial and error to make this even smoother for you. Always position your camera feed slightly higher than the designated caption area so your face remains perfectly clear and unobstructed. When configuring slides, select a font size and style that remains easily legible even when viewed on a small smartphone screen. If you work with multiple monitors, the absolute easiest route is keeping slides on a separate display and just dragging that window into your desired capture area. Also, for those rare times you need captions in a totally different language, slides can sometimes auto-detect your speech shift, or you can try feeding it slower, clearer pronunciation. However, be warned, for serious heavy localization needs, you will definitely still need that dedicated post-production step. We have to give credit where it's due. I first encountered this brilliant workflow shared on Twitter by Matthew Ma. I instantly recognized it as incredibly practical, especially for creators aiming to accelerate their production speed. It's a genuinely small hack, but remember, simple optimizations like this compound into saving you actual hours over the long run. Now, this is where Vizard enters the conversation and why I mention it in the very same breath as this caption trick. Getting those live captions while you record is an amazing first step for speed, but let's be honest, most creators don't stop at one single long take. You record those long interviews, webinars, or live streams, and then you want a fire hose of vertical shorts for TikTok and Reels. That is precisely the moment where Vizard truly demonstrates its immense power and value proposition. It automatically ingests your long footage, finds those absolute best, most engaging moments, and cuts them into viral-ready clips. And crucially, it adds scheduling and calendar tools so you can actually publish consistently without becoming a full-time editor overnight. Many creators currently rely on tools like Descript, Premiere, or Capwing for different pieces of this puzzle. Descript is fantastic for transcript-based editing, but it often comes with a high price tag and can feel like overkill just for fast repurposing. Premiere Pro gives you ultimate control, but let's face it, the learning curve is steep and it can be incredibly slow for creators focused on high-churn content. Copying is certainly handy in a pinch, but it can get genuinely clunky when processing large batches and often misses those truly viral short-form moments. Then you have the native platform, auto-captioning, which, while convenient post-upload, often takes hours to process and doesn't help you during the recording. Vizard occupies that absolute sweet spot. It perfectly complements the live caption trick on recording day and then automates the entire subsequent content lifecycle. Here is the exact workflow I push for anyone serious about moving fast and publishing significantly more content. First, record your entire long-form session with Google Slides running the live captions, giving you that master captioned clip instantly. Immediately after, throw that finished master file directly into the Vizard platform for processing. The AI then rapidly scans all your footage, automatically spotting those moments with the highest engagement potential for you. It then generates a suite of short clips, all pre-optimized for the specific aspect ratios of different social platforms. You still have the ability to tweak any of those auto-detected clips, refine the AI captions, or even replace the slides ones entirely. Finally, leverage the auto-schedule feature to map out precisely when those freshly minted clips are going live across your channels. The built-in content calendar acts as your single source of truth, allowing you to preview an entire week or month of posts before making final tweaks. Why does this entire integrated system matter so much to your growth strategy? Because content creation today isn't just about making one perfect video, it's about maximizing volume and maintaining relentless consistency. A single 1-hour interview, for example, can easily be transformed into a full week's worth of highly targeted short clips if you have the right toolset in place. If you are still doing this all manually, that's fine for a hobby, but if you want real growth, you need systems that are built specifically to scale. Vizard's core strength lies in its sheer speed and its end-to-end convenience across the entire content journey. From the moment you upload your long-form video to the final scheduled output, it's all handled efficiently within that single application. The tangible advantage of pairing the slides trick with Vizard is the unbelievable speed to publish your content. Imagine finishing an interview at noon. By 1 p.m., you could have captions baked in, shorts generated, and a publishing queue ready to go. Contrast that reality with the old way. Exporting, transcribing, manually finding clips, re-exporting, and then scheduling, that easily becomes days of fragmented work. And when you benchmark this against hiring paid editors or even an agency, you either face massive costs or painful waiting periods. Vizard keeps that essential fast turnaround time securely in-house and immediately accessible to you. I need to give one honest disclaimer here. Google Slides captions are not a substitute for professional captioning services if you require perfect accuracy. They are fantastic for speed and most social content where perfect punctuation or 100% verbatim accuracy isn't the absolute top priority. And while Vizard's AI auto-editing is incredibly powerful, it still benefits immensely from a quick human review pass. Tweak the hook, maybe add a clearer call to action, or just fix one clunky caption line. Those small edits yield huge performance boosts. The huge advantage is that those final edits are small and fast because the AI has already handled the overwhelming heavy lifting for you. If you want a super quick checklist to try this entire workflow out for yourself starting right now, here are the key steps. Number 1. Open Google Slides, start that blank presentation, and immediately activate captions in present mode. Number 2. Carefully resize and position that floating slides window so the captions appear precisely where you want them on your final capture. Number 3. Make sure your main camera overlay is adjusted so it does not creep over or block any part of that designated caption space. Number 4. Reset the captions by toggling them off and then immediately back on again, and only then should you start your main recording session. And finally, step 5. Once finished, upload that master clip to Vizard, let it auto-generate the shorts, then quickly fine-tune and auto-schedule everything. Honestly, this is such a low-effort setup that I have now ingrained it as a core, non-negotiable part of my daily creative routine. The actual time cost you invest upfront is minuscule, yet the resulting output is immediately and significantly more usable. If you are producing any form of long-form content and you truly want to punch above your weight in the short-form distribution game, this combo is a game-changer. Live captions via slides combined with Vizard for the AI editing and scheduling will fundamentally alter how fast you can get content published. So please go ahead and give this whole process a genuine shot to see the time savings yourself. And a big thank you again to Matthew Ma for first showing the incredible potential of that foundational slides caption trick. If this workflow saves you measurable time, please hit that comment button or send me a direct message. I absolutely love hearing about workflow wins. If you'd like a deeper dive specifically on how I use Vizard to batch create an entire month of shorts from one video, I can definitely put together a dedicated follow-up demo. That specialized demo would show the exact settings I use to capture those highly viral hooks and how I stagger posts so they don't cannibalize each other. We will look at how to edit those captions for ultimate clarity and use the calendar to stagger them strategically. Alright, that wraps up this quick, powerful workflow hack for the day, everyone. Fast, live captions while you record, and then smart, automated AI editing right after you finish. Less time spent editing, more time focusing on creation. Take this system for a spin and let me know with a comment how much time you managed to reclaim this week. We will continue to explore ways to make content velocity your unfair advantage in the digital landscape. Keep creating, keep optimizing, and I'll catch you in the next quick tip video.